Hello, thanks for listening. This is 21 Questions by Trivia Tribe. My name's Mike van Acker, and for 22 years I've run trivia shows in pubs and clubs, and now I'm in your phone on this podcast. Let's go. Question 1. According to the old proverb, a stitch in time saves what? A stitch in time saves 9. I don't even know what that means, if we're being completely honest. Never mind. Question 2. Which is faster, 100 miles per hour or 100 kilometres per hour? 100 miles per hour is faster because that would be the equivalent of 160 kilometres per hour. Question 3. Is the Great Wall of China closest to 200, 2,000 or 20,000 kilometres long? The Great Wall of China is over 20,000 kilometres long. It's 21,196 kilometres long. And it's funny because I remember a conversation one time with someone who said, I walked on the Great Wall of China, and someone said, did you walk all of it? No, I didn't, no. Question 4 is always a true or false on this podcast, and today is no different. True or false? Rabbits can see behind themselves without turning their head. That's actually true. Rabbits have their eyes set a long way apart and they can see back behind themselves, but oddly enough, they have a tiny, roughly 10-degree blind spot directly in front of them. Funny old world, isn't it? Question 5. Saving Mr. Banks is a 2013 movie dealing with the making of which classic movie? Saving Mr. Banks, Tom Hanks movie, I think, and it dealt with the making of Mary Poppins. Question 6. According to the business card of the gangster Al Capone, was his occupation A. garbage disposal consultant, B. insurance representative, or C. second-hand furniture salesman? That's very random. I don't know if anyone will know that, but I thought it was interesting. Al Capone's business card said that he was C. a second-hand furniture salesman. Question 7. In nature, which creature has species including African, Galapagos and macaroni? And I better give you multiple choice. Is that a tortoise, a penguin or an octopus? African, Galapagos and macaroni, they are penguins. There are African penguins? Really? After question 7, we do the first clues for the Who Am I for the episode. Today, it's a person. Who am I? I was born in London in 1945, but many people think I'm Scottish. I initially pursued football as a career before turning to music, but my love affair with the game has continued. I even referenced Celtic and Manchester United in my song You're in My Heart, in brackets, the final acclaim. My distinctive, raspy voice helped define a string of hits across rock, pop and later more traditional styles of music. Now, I think a lot of you will know who that is already. You're in My Heart is a big clue, that song. But if you don't know, fear not, because there are more clues after question 14. Question 8 is a music question. What was the first names of the brother and sister duo that recorded music as the Carpenters? That's Karen and Richard, the Carpenters. Remember them? Why do birds suddenly appear? Question 9. When used as a distance of measurement, is a league, think 20,000 leagues under the sea, is a league closer to 2, 4 or 6 kilometres? A league is nearly 6 kilometres. It's 5.556 kilometres. There you go. Question 10. Which 5-letter I word means having or showing no skill, clumsy? A 5-letter I word, having no skill, clumsy, that would be inept, I-N-E-P-T, inept. This question 11 is a true or false. True or false? In 1977, a book called The World Guide to Beer was written by Michael Jackson and was published in the UK. That's actually true because it turns out there's more than one Michael Jackson. This one wrote about beer. Question 12. Which actor linked the movies Out of Africa, Sneakers and Up Close and Personal? That'd be Robert Redford. Robert Redford passed away late last year, if you didn't know. Question 13. If you are kicking back in Damascus, are you in Lebanon, Jordan, or Syria? If you're in Damascus, you are in Syria. Question 14. Poker. Which poker hand is higher, a flush or a straight? Flush is higher than a straight in poker. More clues now for the Who Am I? We're talking the London-born musician had the big hit with You're In My Heart. Who am I? In later years, I found renewed success with a series of albums including classic standards from the Great American Songbook, but I'm best known for songs such as Maggie May, Do You Think I'm Sexy, and Forever Young. We almost don't need any more clues, I would have thought, but we will do some more after question 20. For now, though, question 15. Which controversial actor, director and writer has been nominated for 24 Oscars and has won 4, but rarely attends the Oscar ceremony, at one point saying he's busy on Monday nights playing clarinet with this band, so he can't make the Oscars? That is Woody Allen. Woody Allen won 4 Oscars. Question 16. What is a shekel? Is a shekel A, the currency of Israel, B, a tropical fish, or C, a musical instrument native to Turkey? The shekel is A, the currency of Israel. Question 17. We're talking the 3 tenors. Name any 2 of the 3 tenors. Now let's see, there was Big Lucy, Luciano Pavarotti, there was Placido Domingo, and there was Jose Carreras. Question 18. How many times did George Clooney play Batman on the big screen? Just the one time, and most critics agree one was enough. That was in 1997's Batman Forever. Question 19 on this podcast is always a still alive or not so much. I give you a name, you decide if you think that person is still alive or not so much. Today, Robbie Coltrane, who played Hagrid in the original Harry Potter movies, is Robbie Coltrane still alive or not so much? Robbie Coltrane, not so much, passed away in 2022. He was 72 years old at that time. Question 20, it's a music question, and I think quite an easy one. Which legendary rock band had a hit with Jumpin' Jack Flash in 1968? It'll be the Rolling Stones. Easy peasy music, I think. Having said that, I asked a question a while ago about the Rolling Stones, and a Gen Zer in my audience said, who are they? I'm not even kidding. I asked her to leave, obviously. Okay, final clues for the Who Am I? It's the musician, Maggie May, You're In My Heart. Basically, we already know who, but I'm going to finish the clues anyway. Who am I? Knighted for my services to music, I'm recognised for my spiky hair and energetic performances. I'm also known for my high-profile relationships, including with Britt Ekland and Rachel Hunter. I am Sir Rod Stewart. I don't think we needed those last clues. I've said it before and I'll say it again, all trivia is easy if you know it. There's Gen Zers out there that wouldn't know Rod Stewart. If they didn't know the Rolling Stones, they're not going to know Rod Stewart. What are you going to do? Time now for the player questions, where you can send me a trivia question that has caught your eye and I will ask it in this show somewhere along the way. Last episode at a live show, Olivia submitted the question, what is a baby platypus called? That's a great question, Olivia. A baby platypus is a puggle. P-U-G-G-L-E, not to be confused with the muggle from Harry Potter. Thank you, Olivia. This episode, Len from Shayla Park, fascinating. True or false, there's a man whose remains are buried on the moon. Is that true? Is that false? Len, I have no idea. That's fascinating. I will have a Google of it. I'm going to assume it might be true, or why would you ask me? But hey, I'm going to look it up. Thank you very much, Len from Shayla Park. Okay, that is 21 questions done and dusted. Episode 45, we are rapidly approaching episode 50, where I'm going to do an entire episode made up of player questions, which will be good fun. Thank you very much for listening. This podcast comes out every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday, and I would love it if you could meet me back here in a couple of days to play some trivia again. My name is Mike van Acker. I love you. Catch you next time. Bye.